So where did Marqus come from then? Your background. So you used to be a dancer, and now you're a vocalist. How did you make that transition, and how do you get started?
Yeah, well, basically, I've always sung. That's always been a major part of me since I was little, and danced as well. But as you know, when you're a young man, you're coming up, your voice starts to change and things like that. And mine took ages to change from like 13 to 18. It was just slow. And I was like, oh. So I couldn't really sing like I wanted to. Right. It was very inconsistent. But I thought, you know what, let me let it settle. And I do dance in the meantime to open up some doors for myself whilst I'm waiting for that to settle and everything. And then from there, I went the professional dance route, got in touch with Stedman from 5 Star, and he pretty much brought me into his project by my boy Nada. And then from there, it kind of just set off from there, touring with him around the UK, around Europe, around the Caribbean. And that kind of sparked everything. So when my voice did settle around 19, it's when I was able to be like, oh, hey, I do music, I got these songs. And it kind of just propelled from there.
That's been playing on my mind. Can I take your hand and bring you a little closer, just as long as you don't mind? Take a seat right here, let me whisper in your ear, let it quiver down your spine.
So what are the massive things you learned then from even as a dancer then to make to step onto stage as a solo artist, as a singer?
One major thing I learned, because as you know as a dancer, when you're in the background, you get to see everything. Yeah. So watching Stedman do his thing up front, in front of everybody, I was like, right, I know how to work the stage, you know how to time your breathing, because it's a different breathing technique when you're singing and dancing at the same time. How to really sell yourself, because he's a veteran, so he knows exactly what he's doing. So I soaked in all of that, and from watching, being around Heatwave as well, soaking in all of their greatness. Me and Alexander O'Neill soaking in all of his greatness. So by the time I went out there, I knew what I was doing because I saw it from the greats firsthand.
So you mentioned some huge names there, like Alexander O'Neill. I know he's been over here touring as well himself. So, and you've been, like I said, the States and in the Caribbean. So you've got quite an international flavour. How did you take that onto stage, and how that influenced the music you produce now?
It influenced it greatly in the sense of it made me want to be as original as possible. Because I'm a huge hip hop dude as well. I love hip hop. I love rap music as well as singing. I'm not a rapper, but I do incorporate the rhythmic syncopation patterns of what would be stereotypical of rap, and I put it with the singing to really help myself stand out and diversify within my songs, and also with the other genres of music I like, whether it be R&B, pop, rock, etc. as well, where it makes sense just to incorporate those in a kind of an eclectic amalgamation of musical goodness, if that makes sense. So bringing that to the stage, a lot of people make the assumption by the way I'm dressed, oh, you're a rapper. Yeah. That's kind of cool because I'm not stereotypically what you think a singer would look like per se, doing the music I do, with it being that commercially accessible. So that I like to combine that to bring that original concept. So when you see Marqus Romelle, or when you think Marqus Romelle, you know it's Marqus Romelle.
Slow grinding next to me, baby, let your body free. If you wanna get down, lay your body right now, let me work it out. Let the melody caress your body, slow grinding next to me. We're alone, I'm trying to.
So what kind of things are you writing about then? Your music that you're producing for yourself now that you're out there?
Well, basically what I love to write about is everything to do with my life, really. And also with those around me, so it'd be everything from my personal experiences to struggles, to successes, the good times, the feel-good moments, the heartaches, the loves, the girls, whatever it may be, just all aspects of life and experience. I think those are the most interesting things to write about because it's just honest.
So what have you got out there now at the moment in terms of your musical output?
Yeah, well, in terms of right now, I've just finished recently an independent British movie called Coolio. And that should be out soon. It's like starring Jeff Bell and a few other pretty big British actor names. And I've got a song on the soundtrack on there called Get Up. And that's for free download as well on my Reverb Nation. So that's pretty much out there right now. And that will also be on the soundtrack when that film's released too. So that's what's out there right now at present. I'm coming. On top of that, we got my new song, which will be my official single, along with my video, which hitting probably about the top of next year as well. So there's music for you to listen to out there as well. But in terms of releases, that's what's going on at this present moment.
We have a chemistry that's got my body feeling like I never felt before. If you wanna get down, lay your body right now, let me work it out. Let the melody caress your body, so grind next to me, baby, let your body free. If you wanna get down right now, let me work it out. Are you ready to wanna
So what are the big things you say you've experienced so far, your highs and some of the lessons you've learned?
Okay, well, boy, the highs, like I said, performing with those greats, your Alexander O'Neills, your 5 stars, your Heat Waves, being out in the States, and linking Chris Brown and recording in LA with the same people who had like produced for like Gladys Knight and NSYNC and Tony Braxton, and what? You know what I mean? It was insane and so humbling at the same time. 'Cause you know where you're at, you know what you need to do to grow. You see what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of really taking that and kind of running with it and avoiding those pitfalls, like what Stedman taught me. Not getting caught up in your own hype, not being so egotistical you think you're bigger than what you are. Now, man, at the end of the day, it's like I'm just a nut. It's like everybody else trying to push and make it. You know what I mean?
What's the big thing we're looking for 2014 for Marqus then?
Well, the big thing for 2014 from Marqus Romelle has to be obviously the first single top of the year, the album as well, which is just pretty much done. It's just mixing and mastering of that. Coming to look out for a few big high-profile shows. I can't really discuss right now because you know the Egyptian logistics and that. What they're coming to, but next year it's looking to be pretty big for Marqus Romelle. So if everything comes off like it should, yeah, man.
So has the album been named and we got most of the tracks done on the album?
Yeah, album is like, I'd say about 12 tracks long. I took the 12-play method listening to Michael's records, R. Kelly's records. I'm not a fan of long albums. Keep it short and sweet, 12 tracks, you know what I'm saying? So they're all written and ready. We're ready to go. I've been ready. It's just about timing. You know what I mean? Making sure the promotion and marketing is behind it. Especially as an on-site artist, everybody's got an album out. Everybody's doing great things, but there's so much great music that doesn't get heard because of the lack of promotion. And obviously you're competing with the likes of, the Rihannas, Timberlakes, the Eminems. They're huge. So how are you going to get seen through all of that awesomeness? You know what I mean? So it's just timing and going about things the right way. But that's what we're looking at 2014.
Lay your body right. Let the melody caress your body. Stop running next to me. If you wanna get down, the body right now, let me work it out. Let the melody running next to me. If you wanna get down.